Okay, I'm back, y'all. That didn't have Wi-Fi neither. It kept messing my phone up. So it's best for me to stay outside for a little bit. But I did want to talk a little bit. So I'm going to start over what I was talking about before. Um, I'm just going to sit outside by the water and talk. Hopefully I don't get distracted over there too and cut myself short again. But okay. So basically what I was showing y'all is somebody asked me, why do some people commit suicide, and um, how do I feel about it, and can it be prevented? So to answer you guys' question is, in my personal opinion about this situation is, people commit suicide for a lot of reasons. One being the people that they trust. It also started at a young age, growing up as a baby. And I briefly said something about a baby in one of my lives. Like, yeah, the mother can have a baby and all that type of stuff. But how was your pregnancy throughout the whole 9 months? That defines how your baby gonna be as he grow or she grow. Um, so some people grow into being in trauma all their life, whether it's a boyfriend that don't agree with the pregnancy, or it's the mother who is a drug addict, or the father that's a drug addict, or family issues, or being fostered or in the system. It comes in different you know ways. Suicide comes in different ways. You just never know why somebody commits suicide. It could be stress. It could be, I wrote that stuff down, so I'm going to try to sit somewhere. I don't know where to sit right now. I'm trying to find like a comfortable area to sit where ain't nobody gonna mess with me without me trespassing. Because I feel like I'm finna trespass. So give me a second. I get distracted easy because I'm in public by myself. And, you know, I don't want to sit in the wrong area and the police come and remove me. So we're going to have to sit where we're not going to trespass, right? So I said we're going to sit by the lake because, you know, it's a public area. And where I really want to sit is around business, but I can't. But where I was located at was a lab. I thought it was like a restaurant, since I moved here. I never really went in there. It's like a business type of lab. And it's expensive too to put your business in there. It's over 700 to 100. That shit expensive as fuck. But it's quiet. It's like a library. So I couldn't really talk because everybody was going to hear me. But I asked him when I walked in there, are you guys hiring? And he was like, all you got to do is bring your resume. So I'm going to take him my resume because I made a copy of it. And I'm going to just take it to him. And he was like, as soon as I bring my resume, he'll see what he can do for me. I'm going to bring that bitch tomorrow. First of all, he talking about some no more EBT. Ha ha ha. Bitch, get your goofy ass off my motherfucking live, G. Ain't nobody even talking about no motherfucking link card. That's the second bitch that said something about a motherfucking link card. First time, I went to a store, a Mexican store, and I had a link card. I don't even give a fuck about no link card. But I had a link card using the last of the shit that was on there. And he like, the link is gonna be off on the first, right? I told him like this, what can I do about it? It's out of my control. And then you get your ass on here and talk about no more EBT. Man, get your goofy ass on somewhere. Ain't nobody talking about no motherfucking EBT right now. I'm on my live talking about whatever I want to talk about. And you interrupting me. That's why I don't read comments. But anyway, before he distracted me with this EBT type shit, um, I was, hold on, I'm gonna have to cross the street. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta give me a second. I gotta get out the way. I ain't trying to get hit by no car on live. Mind y'all business. And stop worrying about me. I didn't ask for DoorDash. Stop talking to me. Y'all weird. Stop fucking talking to me, bro. Like, I didn't ask for no fucking DoorDash. Like, y'all weird. Just say, hey, how you doing? Don't say no goofy ass shit on my motherfucking live, bro. Like, cause I'm looking down, not even supposed to be looking down. I'm supposed to be looking up. And y'all goofy ass gonna distract me to the point where, huh, I hope these bitches don't run to me. Look at all these motherfuckers. Look at this shit. I ain't scared of these motherfuckers. They just better stay where they at. They better stay where they at. They minding their business. You see how people, when you mind your business, won't nobody mess with you? Okay, we finna go sit by some water. Hold on for a second. They was minding their business, so I'm minding my business too. But like I said, I don't care about no EBT. I don't care about anything that the state have to give. It's a blessing to some people. You get what I'm saying? So you sit here high in that shit, and some people can't, afford food altogether, right? You sit here making fun of somebody that is on link instead of you appreciating life and what you had. I forgot they got. Hold on, I ain't trying to fall in no water neither. Hold on. Look. Hold on. Oh shit. This shit's shit. This shit's scary. Cause the little things is broke. Hold on. I ain't trying to fall in no fucking water. Hold on. These things broke. And you know it's broke. Cause you know something is wrong when your stomach get the guts. The bubble guts. Hold on. Hold on. Nails coming out and shit. Hold on. I'm scared. You know it's something wrong when you got the bubble guts. That's probably why people don't come over here. I ain't trying to lose my life. Hold on. I got that, y'all. That means something wrong with this area. My stomach is just like, let me see if I can come in here. I don't think I can. It's locked. Yep, it's locked. No trespassing. Hold on. Cause I'm always doing some weird shit. Hold on. I'm about water, y'all. And these nails is outside. The nails is outside, so let me see. Ooh. Look at this shit. I don't want nobody coming down here pushing me in the water. I got the bubble guts. My stomach is inside of my ass. But we gonna stand right here and we just gonna talk. Like I said, I don't care about link card and stuff. What I care about is, oh, I got the bubble guts. I gotta get away from here. Hold on. I got the bubble guts. Like, you can feel it in your chest. You ain't supposed to be somewhere. And I can feel it in my heart. Ooh, hold on, let me get the fuck about this area. See, I can't do it because I watch Final Destination. And they got nails popping out. Yeah, I got the bubble guts. Hold on. Hold on. And it's shaky. Yeah, bitch. Uh-uh. It's the death trap. Nope, I'm good. I ain't trying to be romantic. Nope. And ain't nobody over here? Hell no. Fuck that. That's like some Final Destination shit. Hold on. I had to redirect myself. I was getting the bubble guts. But what I was saying is, oh, they cut this up short too. Okay. Because I'm trying to find somewhere to sit. But I want to be by the water. I want to be by the water. But I don't want nobody coming over here trying to throw me in the water and shit. I'm scared. Like, I don't know. I have fear of water. Um, and I got the bubble guts. But it looked nice. It looked beautiful. Look. But I can't sit right there. I don't know. My chest. I don't know. I just mm-mm. I don't know. I can't do it. But it's nice. Now I'm trying to go see where else I can sit. That looks like the girl that fired me from my job. Okay, we gonna find somewhere to sit real quick. I wish they had like chairs where. Hold on. I got the bubble guts. Being around water give me the bubble guts. Hold on, y'all. I didn't even know it was turned around. Okay, we gotta find somewhere to sit. But I want to sit somewhere pretty. But my stomach keep turning. Like I watch Final Destination, bitch. I don't know. You might not see nobody right now. They might be hiding. And then next thing you know, you in the water and shit. Unsure why you got there. I ain't got time for that shit. You get what I'm saying? We gonna sit like these homeless people be sitting. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to sit at real quick. Cause I'm finna pop a squat, eat my chips, and talk some bullshit real quick without having the bubble guts. Cause sitting by water got me scared. It got like it got my stomach like it like it's a feeling in my stomach like something bad finna happen type shit. So I had to get away from the water because where I was stepping on, it was like it was moving and it wasn't all the way nailed. And everywhere you stepped, it felt like you was finna fall. Um, I'll sit right here. Woo. Hold on. I want to sit by water. Woo, I got the bubble guts. Woo, shit. And I'm steady coming over here. I want to sit by the water, y'all. This dirty ass water. I want to sit by it, but my stomach keep turning. I don't know why. That's my intuition saying, stop coming over here, bitch. We don't want you here. And I need to listen to my intuition. Okay. So they got a table over here. They got a table. Hold on. I'm trying to get comfortable. I don't see how homeless people can sit anywhere outside in public and not feel like they have a gut feeling about something. I want to sit to myself without nobody bothering me or nobody watching me. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to talk about it. Give me 1 second. I got to figure out what area I want to sit at. I want to sit by myself. See, I think I was the type of person in school who always sat by herself, who ain't want to sit in a crowd or, you know, be around nobody. I was the one that sat by the garbage can and some shit. I kind of feel like that's what I did. I sat by the garbage can at school. But I want to sit by water right now. Okay, they got a table. That's what I want. I want a table. I just want to be outside. It feel good. Whew, so good. I like water. I like getting in the tub too. Some people don't like getting in the tub, but I love getting in the tub. I like smelling good. Okay, so we situated. I don't have to move. It's a camera where I'm sitting at, and ain't nobody gonna mess with me. Because if they do, it's gonna be a bitch fit. And I don't want to hold my phone in my hand all day, so we're gonna have to sit it down. I wish I could turn these comments off. Hold on. I want to hide the chat. I don't want to talk to y'all. But anyway, hello guys. I got my charger. I was only on 2, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere to charge it up. But for right now, I'm okay. What I wanted to talk about is, I'm gonna show y'all the paper again. I gotta make sure ain't nobody gonna come behind me. Hold on. I got that. And it wasted. It wasted. It wasted on my chips. Got that. And my pickle, it wasted. I gotta wipe this stuff off. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I hope y'all can. But I'm gonna show y'all what I was talking about earlier. Okay, so it said, why do I think people commit suicide? I believe that people commit suicide because they don't have nobody to talk to. They don't have nobody they can trust. You know, in life they go through things by themselves. and they unsure how to survive on their own. Like, it becomes stressful. You have to be strong-minded and strong-willed in order to actually live this life. You have to know when to appreciate who come in your life. And sometimes, like the stuff that I'm going through in my life, you would think, because I have said it before, I say it a lot, I just say it because, you know at times shit do bother me. It do. All the time it bothered me. And sometimes I feel like the reason why I say it is because everything go wrong in my life. Bless me. Everything go wrong in my life. And I don't be having support like I do now. Like, I feel unappreciated. Like, people don't say thank you, I appreciate you, I accept you, I'm here for you, and actually be here for me. Every job I lost was based off either a friend, a co-worker, or a manager. I never understood why. My allergies messing with me, y'all. So we finna have to move again. Because there's something over here that's making me sneeze. And y'all can hear it in my voice. Like yesterday I said I wanted my nose to be stopped up because I don't want to, smell the outside. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. But I have said I wanted to commit suicide as a thought. It's a thought, because I get into my feelings. I get deep into my feelings. And I feel like all the stuff that I'm going through, it's not fair because, I've always been there for people. And I've always supported them. And I never said no to nobody. Anytime somebody asked me to do something for them, I always did it. Even though I didn't want to. Even though I had to use my 2 feet to, get to A and B. And it's like the people that ask me to do things for them, they have cars and stuff. So I'm not understanding why it's always hard for people to do stuff for me in return. But they always expect me to come through for them. So people commit suicide because they warn people before they commit suicide. The stress level is based off of people committing suicide. I can't speak for them because it's different reasons to why people want to harm themselves or want to, just give up on life. And my reason is, the shit that's going on. Like he was saying, link cards is cut off and, Section A is over with and no staffs in Section A, no assistance, government assistance. Trump is in the building just fucking up and just doing stupid shit. Basically, life is being like a pain in the ass for certain people. And some people can't really take it. It takes a strong individual to walk in my shoes and really walk in my shoes and get somewhere in life. I do get in those moments where I have to catch my words and stuff because the tongue is powerful. I know one day the pastor asked us to go home and search about the mouth. And when I searched it on the Bible app, it was a never-ending situation. Like I was just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I posted it on here because I'm like, you cannot just take one status and just say, this is about the mouth. The mouth is a powerful tongue. So whatever you speak in your mouth, you're going to live through that out loud. People warn you. It takes a lot for somebody to actually jump off a bridge, jump in water, drown themselves, shoot themselves. They don't just say, oh, well, I'm going to wake up in the morning and kill myself, my kids, and my boyfriend, my whole family. I don't want to do that. I don't. That's not my heart. I'm not an evil person. And when I was labeled as a criminal, you got to take certain things and you got to really ask yourself, how strong am I with all this criticism, disrespect, hate, judgment? Like, can you handle it? Is the question. And some people can't handle it for the rest of their life. Like, some people can't go through and not having no help, or being homeless and, not having help. I couldn't imagine myself having kids and my kids didn't have that type of support after waiting so long to have kids. All for me to be a single mom. I'm 32, so for me to have a kid in my 30s or 40s, after waiting so long, doing the right thing by waiting, all for me to actually get into a relationship with a man, and he ended up getting me pregnant or some stuff, and I'm taking care of the baby by myself, and it's a one income situation. Sometimes in life, you don't want to do it by yourself no more, and you never had a chance to grieve. You never got guidance. You never had support. You never had nobody there for you. So I understand why people commit suicide, but the pain that they be in is unbearable. Like, it's sad, like, to hear somebody jumping off a bridge, and I'm sitting here looking at a bridge right now, and that fall is traumatizing. I looked in the water, and you see how I kept saying, oh, my stomach, oh, ooh, my stomach, because you feel that tightness in your stomach. Before you commit suicide, you get a feeling. It's a feeling you get the bubble guts. I call it the bubble guts. It's far worse than butterflies when you in a romantic relationship with somebody and you really like them. It's not like that. The bubble guts comes in your chest, and then it goes in your stomach, and then you just got that feeling like something is about to happen. And all while I was standing by that water, I'm like, oh, something about to happen. I have to move. That's how I know I don't really want to hurt myself. It's just the saying. But, some people take it as, oh, well, she said she want to commit suicide. She really going to hurt herself. So let's try to get her peer pressured into hurting herself and see if she fall for it, right? I really do see why people hurt themselves, because y'all peer pressure them into doing it. It takes a lot of courage to actually hurt yourself. It took me a lot of courage to walk back up here in this water. Like, imagine me saying, oh, well, I want to commit suicide, and I had that feeling in my stomach. I was having that feeling in my stomach. I kept saying, oh, man, I got to get away from here. I don't know if this thing going to fall. I don't know if I'm going to fall in the water. I don't know what's going to happen. It just felt like Final Destination moments. Like, move away before something end up happening to you. I had that feeling. I don't have that feeling no more. Like, my stomach not bubbling. Like, I'm not ashamed to say that. I can't speak for everybody, though. The family is one reason why people commit suicide. Friends is the reason why people commit suicide. Society is the reason why people commit suicide. Jobs is the reason why people commit suicide. Relationships is the reason why people commit suicide. It's a lot. You have to be strong-minded. You have to have faith that God will carry you out of your situations, no matter what situation that you in life. No matter what situation you in. It's hard for people though. It is. And if I had the voice to speak for everybody that hurt themselves, I would. You know, I said I always wanted to be an advocate for kids. I volunteered at CASA before. And to read all the things that these kids had to go through in life, that could have been my story. You know, I have a story, I have a background that people don't know about. And I went through things in life by myself. They say the most common reason why people commit suicide is due to mental illness, stressful life, depression, people not listening, hopeless, helpless, history trauma, substance problems, and for a long time they have suicide plans. So they have to plan these things out in order to commit suicide. You can't just say, oh, well, I'm gonna wake up in the morning and kill myself. No. It is just like a history list. Like, it's a list of things that people go through in life. And it's sad. You know, people out here killing kids. People out here killing just for no reason. Them the real criminals. You looking at me calling me a criminal and I never even fucking been in prison before, right? What is a criminal? Like, cause I'm not damaging buildings. I'm not doing things that I'm not supposed to do in life. I'm actually the most peaceful person that you will ever meet in your life. And I give until I don't have anything to give anymore. It hurts though. It do. So I say I was going to talk about family, friends, church, jobs, broken home, relationships. First, I want to talk about church. I've been in church for 15 to 17 years. The same church. I love my pastor and my first lady, of course. I love the members of my church. It ain't nobody that's going to top them, no matter where I go in life. And I've always remembered, my pastor always told me, because I've been put in situations where people try to take my home. People take my job all the time. I've had more money than anybody could ever think that I've ever had. I had over millions. Come on now, bro. I made in total, I'm 32 now, so imagine everything that got tallied up, all the money that I ever spent in my life. Imagine how much money I spent in my life to survive. I wasn't always like this. It takes strength, and I used to do this too when I was 31. That was cool. Because I was 31 and I was doing a 31 business. And it might start back up one day if life failed. And my thing is, you never know what's going to happen in life. People don't know how to man their business. They don't know how to appreciate life. And I have a neighbor who I've always had a problem with since I moved here. This lady don't know me from a can of paint. Mind you, the walls are very thin. So instead of her hearing everything that I'm talking about in my home, I'm hearing her everyday conversations. And sometimes she's doing it to pick. Sometimes she's doing it to provoke me. Sometimes she's doing it so I can knock on her door and complain to her. So she can call everybody in her family at her job and all that type of shit. And then she can call the landlord or the police and shit. I even had, where I live at now, a white man was standing outside. It was dark. And I had to wash all my clothes because it got wet. So the man was standing outside smoking a cigarette. Mind you, we got a washer and dryer around another complex. So I goes in there, or try to go in there with my bags and stuff, and he's standing by the door preventing me from going inside to wash my clothes. So he say, do you have a key? Mind you, I have my keys in my hand, finna get ready and open the door. So he's standing in my way. So I said, so you just gonna stand in the way while I'm trying to get into this building? So he say, you trespassing. I say, how the hell am I trespassing if I got a fucking key to come in here? Plus my refrigerator is in this motherfucking area. And every day I'm here, I'm gonna check on my motherfucking refrigerator. Cause if anything gets messed up, I know who the fuck did it, cause it's a brand new refrigerator. So he like, well, you shouldn't be trespassing. So I get in after telling him to move. Why? I get in here, putting my clothes in the washer, almost done washing this stuff. Why he take it upon himself to call the police on me? I didn't know these police was here. He kept walking past this shit with his stuff, coming back and forth in the area where I was at. So I'm not paying him no mind, but he's steady coming behind me and shit. And it's a door in there, and he's in a total different direction from where I'm at. Your house is totally different from where I'm at. So I'm not distracting you. You fucking messing with me, honestly. So I ain't say shit to him. I just told his ass to stop fucking watching me, because I don't need no security guard. Right? It's a free country. It's a free will. That's why we got washers and dryers in our apartment. You can't tell me where I can and can't go, right? I don't have to explain who I am to you, identify myself to you. Who the fuck are you, nigga? So, make a long story short, I'm getting down to my last bags and shit, taking shit back in the house. Mind you, I had like over 9 loads because all my clothes got wet. So next thing you know, my back is turned and I'm putting clothes in my basket so I can take it in my house. Next thing you know, police come in, knock my tote down, because I had to close the door, and I put the totes on top of the door, like covering the door, so nobody can come in. So the police came in and knocked my basket down, and there was 2 cops, 2 white cops, and it was my black ass. But this man was nowhere to be found. Right? So they come in, and I asked they asked what the hell they there for, and why they coming behind me as if I'm a criminal or some shit. So they goes on and say, we just trying to make sure you ain't trespassing. So I say, trespassing? How the fuck am I and that's exactly what I said. I said, how the fuck am I trespassing if I have the key to come in here and wash? And clearly, you see my keys. And you see how many bags and totes I have. So how the fuck am I trespassing? How the fuck am I walking down the street with 9 bags, 9 totes, heavy as fuck, in the dark? So, hold on. My allergies messing with me. And it's cold right here. I told y'all it was going to be cold. Don't mind my nose, y'all. I had an earring in my nose, and I kept pushing the back piece up into my nose, and I didn't know it was opening. So don't mind my face. Everything about me is wrong. I got scars and all, so excuse me. But they say, we thought you was trespassing. We had somebody call us and say that you was in here and you ain't had no reason to be in here. So I called my landlord. And I called him and I asked him, I said, can you tell your tenant to mind his motherfucking business, because he called the cops on me talking about I'm trespassing, and these cops came in here like they was finna shoot me or something for trespassing or lock me up. It didn't take 2 cops to come check and see why I was down there. So he said, yeah, you have a right to go in there and wash your clothes. I've been told you that when you got your keys. That's why I gave you a key. I said, exactly. So tell your tenant to mind his motherfucking business. That's what I told the landlord. And he said, oh, I will. So every day after that, this motherfucking tenant kept making himself seen, walking around 24/7, watching me and shit. Every time I came out the house to go to work and shit, this bitch was out here with his kids. Mind you, don't nobody sit out there. Like, if you know where I live at, don't nobody just sit outside and play. It's uncommon for somebody to just sit outside and play. It's just a parking lot for cars and shit. Don't nobody sit outside. I hope ain't no motherfucking buzz shitting on my face. I mean, my hair and shit. So, I'm saying to myself, like, this bitch just really called the police on me. My hair was just like this, and I had on a mask. Mind you, the apartment where the laundry stuff is dusty as hell, and it'll make you sick or sneeze and shit. So I have my mask on. Mind you, I need my mask right now because I'm cold and this nose stopped up. But I like it because it's not fresh air going into my nose. As long as I don't start sneezing, I'm okay. But it is cold. Yeah, so I had told him, I said, I don't need your tenants watching me and shit. That's some creepy ass shit. If I'm paying you how much I'm paying you for rent, I don't need your tenants paying attention to nothing, because first of all, they not paying my bills. They not helping me with shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm doing everything on my own, right? I'm not even asking nobody for handouts. So why the fuck your tenants even fucking with me? That's how it was when I first moved down here. Me and the bitch get into it downstairs because she loud as fuck. Radio loud as fuck. You hear her every day. They banging on the wall and shit, just doing weird ass shit. So I knock on her motherfucking door and we get to going, arguing and shit, yelling and shit. So I say, y'all disrespectful as fuck. I don't have to talk to y'all goofy ass. Then when I moved down here, they seen my name and put what the fuck on my mail. So I went to the mail office and I told them, I said, they wrote what the fuck on my mail, and you really can't touch nobody mail, so you going in my motherfucking mailbox touching my shit. I didn't appreciate that. So I've been having a problem with this lady since, it's been a year since I've been here. So every fucking day I have a problem with this stupid ass, old ass bitch. She 50 something years old, and you sitting here trying to compete with me, and I'm only 32. Like, bitch, you probably got kids my age, grandkids my age, bitch. And you really think I won't smack the fuck out of you for fucking with me? Like, bitch, you an old ass bitch. And I told her ass that. You disrespectful as fuck. Like, just because you an elder don't mean you could talk to people any type of way. I don't care what nobody say. You're not gonna disrespect me. You're not. And ain't no way I gotta hear your loud ass mouth all fucking day for no reason. You doing it intentionally, because all you do is sit in the motherfucking house and eat, sleep, shit, piss, talk on the phone real loud all day, not doing shit with they self. So basically, your life in the end anyway, because you old. Like, come on now, bro. And you miserable. You need somebody to talk to, and you don't have nobody to talk. Man, it was to the point where every day she'll wake up talking to a dog real loud. It'd be 6 o'clock in the morning. It went from one day to the next day to the next day. Every day she would talk extremely loud. It was to the point where I'd be on the phone with somebody and all you can hear is her in the background. I'd be on live and all you can hear is her in the background. And I'm like, why the fuck this bitch loud? Like, that's how you know you more powerful than anybody, because motherfuckers get mad at you for no fucking reason. Motherfuckers pick on me for no reason because I'm by myself. But if I had a crowd, these motherfuckers wouldn't even acknowledge that I'm here, right? That's why people do the shit that they do, because don't nobody see behind the scenes of every fucking thing. All they see is you a criminal. I'm not a motherfucking criminal. And even if I become a criminal now, you asked for it, bitch. You kept messing with me. I gave you chance after chance after chance, and you kept fucking with me. How long do it take a person to understand? Leave me alone. Like, I don't have to tell you to leave me alone. I don't have to explain who I am to you. I don't have to identify my whole life to you. I don't have to tell nobody nothing if I don't want to. Hold on, y'all. I told y'all I'm cold. I can't really talk about suicide because I really don't want to commit suicide. I really don't want to take my own life. I really don't like the thought of that. I don't want to take nobody's life. I don't want nobody to look at me and say, oh, well, she don't deserve to live. She don't deserve to be here. Because, bitch, I deserve to be here more than you do. I never even got a chance to live. But am I saying something? I go through people following me. I go through people watching my every move. Every neighbor in our building, they ain't got nothing to do. It's only one neighbor that don't fuck with me. The other neighbor's scared to even be around people. And it's just 2 neighbors, 3 neighbors that fuck with me. Right? Since I've been there. That's that jealous shit. And I come out the house to, because I'm not a house person. I'm really not a house person. I don't even have to be out here right now. I could be around friends and family right now. But I choose to stay here. Because I ain't got no job. I can't go nowhere. As soon as I get a motherfucking job, it's over with. I'm finding me a private everything. But life is stressful, bro. I can't talk about suicide because I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about that. That's not me. And people say mental illness. It's not a mental illness. Everybody don't deal with mental illness the same way. Mental illness come from your childhood. I can't even say it. Mental illness come from the trauma that you had to go through in your life. Being molested, being raped, being harassed, being assaulted, just carrying your dad baby and family members having sex with you and just a whole lot of weird ass shit that people do. It's unbelievable. Social media is the truth because it's just like, but then again they say AI this, AI that. No, it's just like, that's why I don't really use social media. I had to turn the comments on here off because you talking about EBT, you talking about all this unnecessary ass shit. I'm not on here to talk to y'all. If I want to talk on here, I will get on TikTok and talk to the people that actually want to talk to me about something. But every day I had to live my life, I did it on my own. Any choices I ever made in life, it was because of me, not because somebody else. When I made mistakes in life, I had to deal with the outcome. Like some people say, it's nobody's fault but yours. I understand that. Every decision I ever made in my life, it's my fault. Yes, it's my fault that I'm in this situation. It's my fault that I allow my emotions to get to me. It's my fault that I always defend myself. It's my fault that I didn't accept people doing anything that they wanted to do to me. I love myself, so I'm going to take care of myself the best I can. And if I don't want nobody fucking with me, I just don't want nobody fucking with me. Like, I shouldn't be bothered by nobody because I don't know nobody in this town. Nobody. I know them now. I know certain people now, but I don't really know them enough to sit here and hang out with them and talk to them every fucking day. I'm cold, y'all, so I don't know them to talk every fucking day, right? Motherfuckers look at me and be like, oh, you mean? How I mean? Because I'm not allowing y'all to do whatever y'all want to, say whatever y'all want to, act a certain type of way with me. See, I'm going to talk about church too. See, church, I had to go through people thinking I'm gay because of my tattoos and piercings. And I got like lips on my neck. And I got 69 on my arm, as they say. But it's not a 69, it's my zodiac sign. I'm a Cancer. And then I got like a different stance, so it comes off as I'm a lesbian, right? So everybody will try to judge me based off that. Oh, well, you like girls or you like me. It be old grown ass women, old as hell, talking about I like them. Then it was to the point where motherfuckers were saying I like the pastor, I like the first lady, or I like my mentor. Just saying a whole lot of weird ass shit. And mind you, me and my mentor been friends since I joined that church in when was it? 2007. I was 13, 14, going on 14 when I moved from Chicago. Motherfuckers just instantly judging me based off my background and what I had to go through. I was in DCFS when I came to the location that I just moved from. So I'm not ashamed to say that no more. Because one day I got to tell my story. I'm looking around because I got to make sure these motherfucking animals that sit right here don't run into me. I think they geese. Some shit. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers is that sit outside at the park and just mind their business. As long as they mind their business, I'm minding my business. But I don't know. I'm kind of scared, but I got people over here that's watching. It's just, I've always had like a close connection with my mentor. And I'ma always support her no matter what nobody say. I'll fight any bitch that tell me I can't be friends with her. Anytime I come around and I see who I see, I'm gonna talk to them. I don't care what nobody say. That's your problem. That ain't my problem. It ain't my fault that you jealous. But then I go to different churches after being in my whole life, being in one church. I go to a different church and it's still not right. So I always used to run back and forth from one church to the next church. That's how my job was, running from one job to the next job, one job to the next job. I can never just keep one job because don't nobody want to hire me full time at one job. So I go off and I go get a different job because you picking and choosing what type of money you gonna give me, how much you gonna give me. I don't like that shit. Don't play in my pockets like I'm not busting my ass for y'all. So over the years, I'm just like, why am I steady running from this church to the next church? Because I'm Pentecostal, but I went to a non-denomination. Now I'm going to a Methodist. I don't know nothing about Methodist, but it's a sight to see something different. They stance is different. The way that they approach people is different. What they doing, like, they lifetime is different. I went to a conference. I put that on here too. And it was different. I was around a whole bunch of evangelists, pastors, deacons, ushers. I was around a whole lot of people. And not only in Pentecostal, the only people that's in Pentecostal is ministers, deacons, pastors, first ladies. They don't consider, they say elder, but I never knew the background in church. Like, I really don't understand the Bible neither, so I had to go to different churches to understand their side of view on the Bible and how they feel about the Bible. Because, some churches, they talk about your lifestyle. They talk about what you're going through in life. They talk about just irrelevant stuff. And then you get to a Pentecostal church, that's what I'm used to, so I'm going to grab on to my pastor and, support him. But then when I started going to different churches, they kept saying, well, you can only be in one church. You can't keep going from church to church to church to church. But how you judging me based off of how many churches I go to? As long as I'm in the church, as long as I know God, you get what I'm saying? As long as I'm baptized, saved, filled with the Holy Ghost. I never had the Holy Ghost, but I'm trying to learn how to speak in tongues. I'm trying to, learn Hebrew, Greek, all that shit. I'm trying to learn things that I never been taught. And then I get to a church out here that's non-denomination, and I had to sign basically a contract to be a member. And I've never done that at no church I ever been to. So that was different. Their stance is different. The way they do things is different. And for a long time, I was praise dancing for my pastor at home. And when I went to different churches, they used to tell me, can you dance for us and all this type of stuff. So I moved out here, and I call it praise dance at these churches, the Methodist and the non-denomination churches. And they say it's not called praise dance. It's called minister of movement. I want to say music, but it's minister of movements. So I had told somebody that at church, and she say, and then I had told her, I say, I can just listen to a song and praise dance to it. They say it's not called praise dance. So what is it called then? That's all I know. It's praise dance. She say, because it's a different meaning behind praise dance. Just like it's a different meaning behind mime dancing. I believe in mime dancing too. But my church at home didn't approve of mime dancing. The white makeup on your face and all that type of shit. I tried it before with a mask. He didn't like it. And I accepted that. So I'm like, in life, you think it's basically it's based off how you was raised in life. You grew up all these years thinking that this is the right way, so this is how you live your life. But then you get around somebody else that was raised different, and you see that it's more to life than what you was raised on. So basically, I'm learning a lot about life. Honestly, it's a trip. Honestly, it's crazy. Like, life is really crazy. You have to really pay attention to what the fuck is going on. Just like a movie. Life is like a movie. Like the Truman movie. Ever since I seen the Truman Show in high school, I always thought life was like that. Like, you can't get too far in the sky without gravity, right? So basically you stuck unless you're trying to go to space. But you just can't go all the way through the skies and out. Like I said, it's like the Truman Show without losing your life. The airplane ain't that strong to go deep into the upper sky. Like, you going into heaven, basically. Because I always wanted to know in school, what's space? Where, like, is that heaven? Like, what is space? Like, you need a rocket to go into space. Like, life is confusing, bitch. Like, I wonder if space is heaven. Like, and the grave is hell. And then this is earth. It makes you think. Life is crazy. Like, it gets you thinking. Like, I'm out right now and I'm like in the book of Genesis. I'm in the book of Genesis right now. This is crazy. Like, life is a trip, and I ain't even smart nothing. Life is a trip. But I'm not suicidal. I'm not. So I'm going to rip this up because I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal. So if anybody ever say in life that I committed suicide, I hurt myself, I cut myself, I overdosed and all that kind of shit, they lied. They did something. Check y'all people, right? I ain't gonna never commit suicide. Ain't nobody that fucking powerful for me to say, oh, well, I want to end my life because of you. I want to end my life because you pissed me off. And I actually do it. No. You have to force somebody to commit suicide. You have to peer pressure them to commit suicide. Alcohol is the main reason why people commit suicide. Too much alcohol, too much weed, too much cocaine, too much heroin, too much like substance. Like, you don't just wake up and say, I want to hurt myself. No. You don't just look at your kids and say, I want to kill my kids. I want to kill my family. I want to kill everything in life. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, that's what I say every day. I don't want to be here. Because it's hard. Bro, you cannot hold a conversation about this shit and actually stay on the topic. I'm not going to talk about suicide to y'all because I don't know what to say about suicide. It's a lot of reasons why. People say what they say. It's not their fault. Suicide is not their fault. They got family, they got friends, they got people that they worked with. That's who the reasons behind these suicides are. The family in them. It starts at home. So it's the family, then it's the friends, then it's the kids, then it's the jobs, then it's society, then it's church, if they go to church, then it's social media. Social media is the #1 cause of suicide. That's peer pressure right there. Right there. You got the people in the comments bashing you 24/7. They egging it on. They laughing at you. They judging you. They talking about you. They just doing a whole lot of bullshit, right? And then you think to yourself like, damn, if I just deleted this app, I still have my life. They be on live committed suicide, hanging themselves, cutting themselves, shooting themselves, all because of social media. That's why I had to let social media go. Every day I look on social media, I'm hearing about deaths, shootings, school shootings, just accidents on top of accidents, drownings, just a whole lot of weird ass shit. It starts on social media. Social media is the #1 cause of suicide. It's the #1 cause. Then it's the mama and the daddy and the family. And then it's the kids and the relationship. Then it's the jobs and then society. That's how the order is. It's crazy though. If these people had assistance and didn't instantly go to a mental hospital when they had outbursts, then they'd still be here. The medication that these people are giving these people. That's peer pressure. Doctors are peer pressure. Judges are peer pressure. It's peer pressure. Not being able to survive is peer pressure. Not being able to have a home is peer pressure. Because you thinking like, if I had my own place, if I had the assistance, if I had help, if I had encouragement, if I had motivation, if I had somebody that actually loved me and cared about me, I'd still be here. I committed suicide because didn't nobody care. Didn't nobody stop me. I wanted somebody to stop me, but they kept ignoring my cries for help. They kept calling me mentally ill. They kept giving me medication when I didn't want medication. They kept telling me it's going to get better, and it never got better. They kept telling me, I'm here for you, but they lied. Like, that's the reason why people commit suicide. They don't just say, I want to kill myself. They put in situations that's hard to get out of. And like I said, you have to really be a strong individual to walk in my shoes. This is not easy. I don't wish this on nobody. I have hard times because I don't have nobody helping me. I don't have nobody praying for me. Even though they pray for me, everything that they pray for, I end up losing. Anybody that I have in my life, I end up losing. It's hard though. It is. Everybody want to know my business. And then I tell them my business. And then they telling other people. And now when I come in public, I got everybody looking at me as if I'm doing something wrong. Not even knowing what's going on. Like church. I can go to Sunday school, Bible school, Sunday service, walk into church. Everybody acting like they scared to talk. On Wednesdays, go to church, everybody acting like they scared. So you looking at me, but you can't say hey, but you can speak to everybody that come across you with no problem. No problem at all. Soon as I hit the door, you act like you don't see me. It's crazy. It starts at home. It starts at home. And I don't beg nobody to talk to me. I don't beg nobody to be my friend. I don't beg nobody to help me. I don't beg nobody to do anything for me. If you feel like you can sit in a room all day and not talk to me, and you feel comfortable with that, I'm not going to stop you. You ain't got to talk to me. It's a free country. I'm not asking none of y'all to be my friend. Then you learn that I lost my job. When I had my job, I had a whole bunch of friends. I had everybody asking me to come outside, come do this, go out with them. Then when I say I'm going through something, I'm about to get evicted, I'm about to lose my house, I lost my job, this and that and this. Now I don't have friends. Now ain't nobody calling, right? But every day, the same people acting like they praying for me in a text message. So I told them to release their text messages from me, because every time you do that, I lose something. Don't pray for me. Stop praying for me. I don't need y'all help. Hold on, I gotta wipe my nose. I'm about to really put a tissue on my nose because this nose stopped up. And it's gonna make me sneeze if I don't. But I don't want to look ugly with tissue on my nose. I don't know. It's crazy. You can't live your life in peace without people messing with you. Life ain't even got to be based off killing if people just mind their business. They ain't got nothing else in life to do. Drugs is the main reason why people commit suicide. They do drugs every day. Every single day. Non-stop. All day doing drugs. All day getting high. From sun up to sundown to the next day. Getting high. They ain't got nothing else going for themselves. You can get off of drugs. It's not an addiction. Drugs is not an addiction. It's in the mind. If you continue to let somebody say you a drug addict, you gonna keep living like a drug addict. If you got somebody to say let's drink all day every day, you gonna become an alcoholic every day, and it's gonna stick with you. It's like cigarettes. You can get off of cigarettes. I can't, and nothing in the world gonna make me smoke a cigarette. Nothing. That shit stank. It's annoying, and it's just be all over you for no reason. I don't like cigarettes. My ex smoked cigarettes in the house. I had to let him go because I don't like cigarettes. I paid $10 for some cigarettes, the short pack. I didn't know they had long and short. So I said, can I get the big cigarettes? I'm thinking it's $7. I get this lady $7. She said, no, it's more than $7. I said, how much is it? 10. 10? $10 for some cigarettes? And these people smoke cigarettes every day. I used to smoke blacks. Every day. That shit was giving me a headache. I was stressed out. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to become an alcoholic though. Alcohol will make you commit suicide. You start crying and getting in your feelings, and you just feel like you just by yourself. Like, alcohol is the number one reason right there. Alcohol. Instantly commit suicide. You out of your soul. You out of your body, bro. If I had a chance to stop somebody right now from jumping off this bridge that I've been looking at since I've been sitting outside, that's a nasty fall. It ain't a horrible fall, but it's a nasty fall. You really got to throw your body. You'll break something, but you won't die right here. Then again, you might will if your head hit the floor on the ground. But picturing that is just so crazy. Like, me talking about it is just so crazy, and then just seeing it. It's weird. And it's sad. And I can't, and like, I read something on Facebook and it said the mama and the kids drowned in the water. So I'm just like looking at this water, like, the water is deep, baby. You really, how did you just, it like get you thinking. Like, it's sad. Like, come on now. It's sad. It's sad. I don't want nobody to ever say she committed suicide. That's a lie. I'm a donor, yeah. And they like organ donors. So of course they gonna use my organs and shit. I be thinking about that shit. My daddy told me to take that off my ID. But I'm like, I like saving people's lives. I mean, if that's one thing I can do in my life, I want to save somebody else's life. I used to donate my blood to help people. And they still use my blood to help people. I wanted to donate my eggs too, if I'm not going to have kids. I don't want to just waste my eggs. I wish I knew how to set that up. I wanted to become a surrogate too. I was just thinking. I wanted to adopt. I wanted to foster. I wanted to get married. I wanted to have kids. I want to be a mom, but since I'm a criminal, as they say, I don't want them to take advantage of my kids. Or I don't want CPS to feel like, since you was in DCFS, we gonna take your kids and put them in DCFS too. That's the easy way to put somebody's kids in DCFS, is for you to be in DCFS. Because they label me as mental illness. My background. Ooh, my background. My background is my story. My background is my story. Of how I overcame suicidal thoughts. How I overcame pain. How I overcame my struggles. How I overcame. I'm trying to see what this man finna try to do, because he is not finna just sit here and look at me. He finna park his car right here and try to get me to move. I hope and pray he not finna lawn right here and I'm sitting right here. Hold on, I'm trying to see what this man doing. Hold on. Here you go. I gotta make sure as hell. It took him a minute to leave. He was standing there for a minute. That's why I kept looking up. He finally just drove off. But I did want to give away my eggs to somebody that can't have kids. I wanted to become a surrogate for somebody. I think that's the next thing I want to do. I either want to give my eggs to somebody to have a baby, or I want to let my friend or somebody have a baby for me. They take my egg or something and get pregnant. That's what I be thinking about. I really wish I could do that and then become a godmama to my own child instead of becoming a mama. That way, don't nobody know that that's really my baby. I want to do that for real. I wish I had a friend that be like, let's go to the hospital and try to get your eggs. I want to have a baby. And we go through that journey together. That's the last thing I want to do in my life. I'm going to manifest that. I want somebody to really talk to me about having kids. Because I want them to give me the information I need to know about a surrogate. That shit costs a lot of money too to do. It costs a lot of money to be a surrogate, I think. But if you're willing to give your eggs to somebody to be a surrogate, why would it cost you? You just giving your eggs away. But you're going to have to pay me to get my eggs, right? I don't know. That's something to think about. Because I said I wanted to become a surrogate for somebody. But I feel like the process, it costs. Or I wanted to do IVF without having a boyfriend. I wanted to have a baby like that. Finding a donor. I think that even costs. That costs a lot. So I said one day I'm going to use my taxes. And I'm going to try to do IVF or surrogacy. Because I don't want to change nothing on my body. My body is my temple. My body is what God gave me. I don't want to change nothing about my body. Now, I'll probably fix some things. But I'm not really caring about being perfect. I like to look this way because I'm my own person. I'm just watching traffic, y'all, and I'm watching these geese outside. And just cold as hell. But my nose feel a little bit better. It was stopped up real bad. When them men left, my nose stopped being stopped up. I'm not even afraid to sit outside. See, I can come right here at night by myself. I think. I don't know. I ain't never tried that. Because it's cold as hell. And it's only cold because I'm by the water. My hand's cold as fuck. But I'm just thinking. I'm in my thoughts right now, y'all. I'm cold as hell. I don't want to commit suicide, y'all. So if anybody keeps saying that I want to commit suicide, it's a lie. It's just something that's in my head. Like, I don't really want to hurt myself. I don't. Like, don't ever say that's what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. I want my life to be better than what it is now. I want to be happy. I don't want to go through the shit that I'm going through. I don't want to keep paying my life. Like, I want somebody else to take charge of my money and just take charge of everything. My bills, my debt. I just want people to pay off I just want to pay everything off that I need to pay off in my life. My debt, just anything that I never paid off. I want to finish school. I want to pay off my student loans before I pass away. I want to at least pay off my credit. I want to live right. I want to do right. I want to be married even if it don't last long. I just want that thought of being proposed to. That's my dream for one of my birthdays. I want to get proposed on my birthday. or I want to get proposed on the day that I get baptized and have a purity party, a committed party. I want to be committed to somebody like that. Like, before I get in a relationship, another relationship, I want to have a purity party. And it got to be on a day that I got baptized, which is February the 6th. Yeah, February the 6th, I got baptized. There's somebody behind me, too. There's somebody behind me. Right there. Yep. We watching you, girl. As long as she stay right there where she at. Because how do you sit in the cold? Look. How you sit in the cold? I can't sit in the cold. But I'm sitting in the cold. You know it's cold. My hand's so freezing. But I do. I want my next relationship, because I've been wearing these rings. I got one from my mentor. I got one from my nieces and nephews. This is my marriage one. I got married on my birthday. But it couldn't fit my ring finger. So I had to put it on my middle finger. My hand's cold, so my hands is like dry and hard and brittle. I got lotion, but it ain't gonna work. It's cold. I need to move around. My hand always get like this when it's cold, and it don't stop until I get in the cool air. But I'm not ashamed. My hands are so... That's how I get when I'm cold. That's how I know I'm cold. Lotion ain't gonna help it. It's just gonna make it worse. Because I don't need lotion. I just need to get away from this cold air. I'd be shivering right now if I ain't had no jacket on. Ooh, I wouldn't be able to stand out here if I ain't had no jacket. But, yeah. I said my next ring is going to be with a man. And I already got his ring. I got the same ring like this. This ring is my mentor ring. This ring is mine. And this ring is my nieces and nephews. And then I got this. That's initials. It's initials. Because I knew me and my mentor friendship was going to end. And I didn't know how to cope. Oh, I went through a withdrawal. Oh, it was so hard for me. It was hard. So her birthday, I got initials. Because we used to, on Sundays, we used to have to hold hands, everybody, and pray. And she always grabbed this hand. So when I want to pray or something, I pray for myself, I hold my own hand. And I just feel like, I put blessing oil on it. So when I want to pray for my mentor, I don't know, it's not a sexual thing. It's not like, oh, I like her or I'm obsessed with her. No. It was just when I needed someone and I needed someone to talk to, I always have my mentor. And to not have her no more, it's hard, because I don't look at nobody else the same way. I don't. And that's the longest friendship I've ever had in my life. The longest friendship I ever had without no problems, no arguments, no drama, nothing. It was always people trying to come against me talking to her. But I never really had an issue with her. Like, I've never done nothing wrong to her personally. It was always a respect thing. Like, so I got my initials on my wrist. So, what you gonna do? Chop my hands off? Can't chop my hands off. What you gonna do with it? It ain't gonna do nothing but dissolve. You can't do nothing with it. It's that's like right here. I was in a withdrawal. I remember that day like it was yesterday. But I had told the tattoo man, I said, make it to like B as if you reading it upside down. Can nobody really understand what it say until you like tell them what it say, because it just looked like a heart. But I needed my mentor during this time, and I didn't have her, and I couldn't call her, I couldn't text her, and I needed to cope. So when I need to pray, I hold my hands together and I put blessing oil on my hands, and I rub my hands together and I pray, and then I feel a little bit better, and I know that she's okay. Even when life take us to a point of not being okay, I just hope and pray that I can handle it, whether good or bad or ugly. I just hope and pray I don't have withdrawals. I know I am, though. I know it's going to be hard, but you have to prepare yourself for the worst all the time. Just to, get it in your head, like, you're not going to always have who you want to have in your life. I cherish all the years, though, because that's a blessing for me to say, out of everybody I ever met, my mentor was the longest person that I've ever been friends with. And we're not even friends. I don't know what we is. But if I was to see her right now, I'd be shy. Like, it just feel like a brand new person, like a stranger I'm just getting to know or just met. Look, this lady steady coming by me. Look, hold on. I don't know what she up to. I don't know what she up to. She was just walking off. Now she came back. She went to the third seat. Then she came back. She steady looking at me. So we gonna have to pay attention to this lady. Like she want to be on camera or something. I don't know what this lady up to. She steady looking at me and shit. Like that's some weird ass shit. Like she weird as fuck. Like she steady looking at me like, bro, that's some weird ass shit. Like, girl, get your goofy ass on somewhere. I don't like that. Don't just sit and look at me. Cause I ain't gonna say nothing to you. I'ma just keep doing what I'm doing. Now if she come back, then I know she watching me. But I'm finna get up and move around. It's a free country though. I got to sneeze, sorry. Hold on, y'all. I gotta sneeze. But it's so cold, I can't even fucking sneeze. Like, this nose is giving me problems because I put this nose ring in. My nostrils open. So all the air is coming in my nose and I gotta sneeze. But y'all see how easy it was for me to zone out, commit suicide? That's crazy because I don't like talking about that because it's sad, The last text message some girl I used to hang out with told me, she saying, I'm ready to commit suicide. She had a son. She say, I want to commit suicide. Do y'all know I have not ever heard from her ever since that moment? Her name was Karawa. Like literally like that, Karawa. And it's spelled, she's an African, so it's spelled like an African name. And I used to hang out with her when I was going to college and stuff, when I was living in Champaign. And she texted me and she said, I want to commit suicide. I'm finna commit suicide. And I disconnected myself because I didn't want to encourage her to commit suicide. I told her what I could. And that's the last I heard from her. Like, no social media, no nothing. Probably because I don't know how to spell her name. But I hope and pray that she didn't commit suicide. But I had people come to me and say they did want to commit suicide. I didn't know what to say. I'm not going to encourage you to do that. You know, life is hard. But I don't want to have that conversation because you're going to put me in a mood of like being sad and thinking about that. I don't want to think like that. I don't. Like, that's weird. Like, don't put that in my head. Like, no. And you know, you get doctors that just pretend like, oh well, they killed themselves. No, they didn't. You did it. That's how they did my godmama. They had opened her body up. They cut the wrong part of her neck. She had to get a trach in her neck. They cut the wrong part of her neck, and she started gushing out blood. And they tried cutting her whole body open. And my sister said they left it open, and she walked in the room with her body open, like her stomach and stuff open. And they rushed in the room to try to close everything up and cover her up. Nobody know that part of my godmama. My sister had a lot of pictures, and that must have been hard to see. The picture that I saw was my godmom's tongue, like that outside her mouth. That's how doctors do you when they don't want to take care of you. They open you up, take whatever they need to take out of you, and leave your body open. They did my godmama so wrong. They did her so wrong. That's why I'm scared to go to hospitals from being a donor. Because all they gonna do is take my organs and just toss me in a garbage can. Or burn me to death. And that's sad. And then you erase me. And I'm no longer who I was. But I don't want to be in the ground either. I want to save something to help somebody. I don't want just my organs just drying out in the ground. Bad enough my flesh is gone. All it is bones. That's sad. That's sad. Just bones buried in the ground. So I wonder, like, I was trying to think about, like, I wonder, like, when everybody on Earth die, when everybody on Earth die, right? And everybody that was buried turned into bones, right? Do that mean God gonna come back to life and rebuild you from the grave using the bones that is in the grave? Like, what happened to the bones in the grave after they buried for a long time and everything is dissolved and everything? I wonder what happened to the afterlife. Like, what happens? Like, everybody that's in a grave, do they come back to life? Some way, somehow. What is the afterlife? Like, that's what I think about. Because I know it's a life after this. But what type of life? Is it the same life? Or we just turn different people? Because the buildings will still be buildings. Everything will still be here. Birds probably will still be here. You never know. Cars will still be here. Or do they just wipe everything out and Earth turn into space? That's some shit you talk about when what I want to think, I always thought outside of my brain. Because what really happened after everybody died? And some people get buried in the ground. Hell is in the grave. Heaven is in space. That's what I think. God is in space. He's not in the clouds. He's not in the sky. He's in space. Because people be like, you going to heaven. So where do your soul go when it flies up in the sky? It don't just go in the clouds. Where is heaven? It gets you thinking. Like, I'm not drunk, I'm not high, I'm cold as hell. I'm finna get ready to move though, cause I can't sit in the cold. I just can't just sit outside like this. Imagine me being homeless. I'm cold. I'm shivering now. I can't just sit in one spot. So I feel bad for the homeless people. Like, imagine me being homeless right now, and this is the only thing that I have to wear. I'm freezing to death. I don't have no tissue. I can't use the bathroom. Got to use the bathroom on the ground. Don't have nothing to drink, nothing to eat. Only ate one time, whatever the shelter gave us. And I can't go back to the shelter until 9 o'clock. Before 9 o'clock. And then you got to get up early as hell when they wake up. They wake up around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. You got to be out of the shelter at 6. So from 9 to 6 in the morning until 9 at night. You just got to sacrifice outside. It's ways around shit. Don't nobody want to see a homeless outside all day. But it gets you thinking though. Honestly, it gets you thinking. Like, this is really what homeless people do. They just sit outside all day in the cold, in different weather, in the heat, starving. The only clothes that they got is the stuff that they wearing. Some people don't even have shoes. Some people got socks but they got holes in it. Some people don't even have drawers on, so they just got... I hate when people just come over here. Now, it's time for me to move. Because now they trying to be... I don't know. We finna get ready to move because I gotta move around. It's cold. My hand is numbed. I'm cold. I done stayed out here long enough. I can't do it. But people be walking outside with no drawers on. And they homeless. And they just, the garbage is the only thing that they have. Some people don't even have jackets or nothing. And they just sitting outside freezing to death. Hypothermia. I said hypothermia. Is it that? I don't know if it's called hypothermia. I never used that word. I just said cold to death. I do not see how people just sit outside all day in the cold. I can't sit in the cold. This shit cold as hell. I can't do it. My fucking hands numb. Hell nah. Damn. That's why I be wearing masks. But shit, my hands numb as fuck. This the heat right here. Shit, it's cold. Damn, that area cold. Cold as hell. It's sun right here. That light good. I ain't got no filter. Ooh, that light good as hell on my skin. I need to sit right here. Look, that light good as hell. Look at that. Light good as hell. I ain't got no makeup on. Motherfuckers call me ugly. Your mama ugly, bitch. And your daddy ugly. And he smell like dookie. Calling me ugly. I'm just playing. I don't talk about nobody mama. But people talk about my mama. Shit. Your mama stink. Don't talk about me. Even though me and my mama not close, don't talk about my mama. I'll smack you. But yeah, people just be outside all day. Not doing nothing. Nothing. Whew, I got the bubble guts. Ooh, ooh. I can't stand right here. I don't know why I can't stand by water. I can't. Like, it won't let me. It won't let me. It's so cold. Shit is so cold. It's cold as fuck outside. I gotta move around. I'm finna go see if they got some more jobs available. I'm just finna go job hopping before I go in the house because it's cold as hell. I'm finna go lay down because I'm cold. I haven't been outside long enough. I gotta release my nose for a minute because I'm cold. So cold. Oh, it's cold. I couldn't even drink my drink. That's how cold it is. It's cold outside when you ain't got nowhere to go. It's cold outside. Broke. I don't know. You're welcome. It's cold outside. I be thinking like if I was homeless where I would sleep right there first. Like, but be gone early. But then again, cars and shit be driving. I be like picking certain areas just in case I become homeless one day. And I need somewhere to sleep. Sleep out a garbage can. It feel good now. My hand's still numb though. It's cold. Hold on, y'all. I got defrost. I might still stay outside, but hold on. Because I don't feel like going in the house yet. I just feel like walking around. But I know my phone finna die because my charger piece dying. So if anything, I'm finna go home and charge my charger. And then I might not come back out. But, because I need to charge my charger piece. And charger piece is small. So it's going to take a long time and it got to sit on something. It can't just sit on the ground. So I might have to just go home. Plus I ain't bring my charger, the back piece to it. So everything is at home. But I talked to y'all for a minute and 14 seconds. I'm finna go to this job real quick and try to ask them, do they need a busser? Because that's all I want to do. I just want to bus tables for a little chump change. I don't want no real job. I want to stop working. I just want to do something cheap. I just want free money. I just want somebody to wake up and say, you want some free money? And I'm like, yeah. And they just give me free money all the time. And I ain't got to ask for it. and I can just do whatever I want to do, and they pay my life. They pay for the rest of my life. I walk by myself so I won't be afraid to walk around. Ain't nothing wrong with walking around by yourself. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you because they don't know you. Like, why would somebody mess with me if I ain't did nothing to them? You got people that do. On this side, ain't nobody gonna mess with me. But on the other side, where I live at, motherfuckers gonna follow me. They gon' ride slow. I ain't seen none yet. I'm around cameras and shit. Ain't nobody gonna mess with me right now. But I'm finna go to this job real quick and see if they hire. I'm gonna let my phone rest so I can have some charger. And then if I get back on later, I'll get back on. If not, then I'm gonna get on tomorrow. I'm gonna come outside tomorrow. And I'm gonna get on and talk about bullshit. Because that's basically what I talked about. I work for bullshit. This is the longest I ever talk. But it's some good Wi-Fi right here, so we're gonna come back over here tomorrow. I like this Wi-Fi. It's pretty damn good. I ain't freeze not one time. I did a whole minute without freezing. It went all the way to 1 minute. I like that. But let me unthaw myself, and then we're gonna try to keep my charger charged. So, talk to y'all later.